Facebook, hello. I'm John Bocanegra with KCBD, and with me today is Stephanie Henderson, General Manager at Carpet Tech. Hello.
Hello, it's great to be here.
Same, same. We have some great tips and some questions you might need to be asking before hiring a company to clean and disinfect for COVID or anything else that happens to be in your home or business, or I guess in these times, businesses that are at home. So let's just get into these questions. Basic things that people should be asking, Stephanie. With the
Okay.
first one, some people don't know the difference between cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting when it comes to services that Carpet Tech would be providing. If you can't explain to us what exactly those individual things are.
Okay. So, cleaning in general, you're just using water, some type of product, and scrubbing. So, cleaning is going to do a good job of removing dirt and grime and things of that nature, but it's not necessarily going to disinfect against any viruses or bacteria or anything like that. So, when you're cleaning, you're just getting rid of the dirt and the grime and the debris and the things that you see. But as far as the viruses or any fungi or anything like that, cleaning is not going to necessarily help with that part of it. So, sanitization, um, the chemicals that are used to sanitize, they do kill germs, but it's a different type. So, these chemicals are called antimicrobial pesticides. Okay, they're approved by the EPA to sanitize, but the disinfecting kills more germs and then the sanitizers. Okay, so there's EPA regulated sanitizers and there's EPA regulated disinfecting products. So right now, what we're using is the disinfecting products that aid in disinfecting for the viruses, the bacterias, and all of those things. So disinfecting would be like that highest level of helping against the viruses.
When someone gets an evaluation and a cleaning plan provided from Carpet Tech, what should they expect from your company?
Sure. So you should expect us to come in and do a full assessment for you. Every home and every business is different. Um, things that we're looking for or how much content you have. What has happened inside the facility, if anything? Has there been a live case of any viruses, live case of COVID? Where did those people go? So there's a lot of questions that need to be asked that go into what do we need to do here to confirm that we're doing the very best job of cleaning and disinfecting. So, generally speaking, we'll create a plan after that. Then you'll receive a detailed plan on exactly what we're going to do. And once we do that, then we're going to come into the home or the business and get it disinfected and cleaned for you. So when we do that, you should expect the technician to have full PPE to completely protect the technician and the home or the office. So by PPE, that means personal protective equipment, and that is full Tyvek suit, gloves, goggles, masks, everything that's needed to help protect that individual coming in and to help not infect anything after the fact. When we come in, we're going to completely clean and disinfect everything in the home. So we already talked about the difference between cleaning and disinfecting. So we want to clean to remove any debris and that kind of thing. And then we want to come in and spray and fog and disinfect everything, content, structure inside of the home or the facility, because us humans, we touch everything.
This all sounds a little bit scary for some people that don't know too much about it. How would I ensure that the right products are being used when I hire a cleaning and disinfecting service from you?
Okay, so it's really important to do your research on the company that's coming into your home or your office. All of our customers receive a full protocol on what we're coming in to do and what products we are using. It has links to the EPA's website and the CDC's website, so each customer can confirm and see the research for themselves that the products that we're using are EPA regulated and that we're using the CDC guidelines to make sure we get a full clean and disinfect as well as possible.
Hey, that gives me plenty of peace of mind.
Yes, sir.
Facebook, if you have the comments, fire away. We will be answering those questions and any concerns that you have concerning these services. If you do end up going with this process, is a one-time application enough or are multiple treatments needed?
So the one-time application is going to disinfect for any viruses and bacteria that are actually in the facility at that time. Once we've left the facility, it is a 2-hour window after the fact to make sure all of the chemicals completely dry and have done their job. Once that happens, the job has been completed and we can be confident in the disinfection. Now, if somebody walks in an hour later and they have the virus, or they can bring it back into the facility. So if you are operating right now, and you have foot traffic in your business, or you have foot traffic through your house, then multiple disinfecting sprays will be necessary to maintain continuing the disinfection. So there are live case disinfecting and there's precautionary disinfecting. The process is still the same, but the risk is lower.
You hit on a little bit of the 2-hour treatment. How much time should someone schedule for this whole process to be complete?
So, in our planning and assessment phase, we would go over that with the customer. It just depends on, how large the home or facility is and then how heavy the contents are. So we want to make sure and be very careful and methodical about how we're fogging your contents and all of your spaces so that we make sure and we cover everything. So it could be anywhere from, a 45-minute to an hour window all the way up to a 6 or 7 hour window, depending on how large your facility is and what all we needs to be done, especially with the contents.
So before any service technician comes into the home of a customer, is there any sort of prep that they need to do before letting somebody into their home?
Sure. The main thing with what we do now, so it's going to be different with whatever business you use, but for carpet text procedures, the real important thing is paper products. So we suggest, especially if you have a live case, to dispose of any paper that you can. And if it's something that you have to keep, it needs to be put away because it will not withstand the chemical. It kind of curls up the paper, hardens it. Everything else in your home, though, is safe with the chemical. Our chemical is a chlorine-based chemical, so plants and humans and all of your contents and things of that nature will be completely safe with the chemical. So there's really not a lot of prep for the customer.
What about pets too? I know you didn't mention that, but will
Yeah.
pets be safe with that?
Yeah, pets are safe with it. When we're applying the disinfectant, we ask that no being, pet or human, is in the home at the time or the office. And we'll do the full disinfect. And then 2 hours later, it's safe for everybody to come back in.
You touched up a little bit on the precautions that Carpet Tech would be using going into a home. Is that for everybody all around, even the people that are involved inside the home as well?
The cautions for our technicians, once we come into the home to disinfect, we ask that nobody be in there so that we can do the disinfecting appropriately. And then when we leave, all of our technicians have been highly trained on making sure they take care of themselves in the home, but also when they exit the home. So it's really important how we take off all of our PPE equipment, put it away, sanitize all of our equipment on every single job, and that kind of thing. So we make sure and we don't spread anything. Our procedures are very strict. Our technicians have been trained and overtrained, if there's an even term for that, so that we make sure and keep those safety guidelines.
Oh yeah, better safe than sorry. I like
Yes.
that. Why is it important to trust a local company to handle things of this sort, especially for home cleanings during these times?
Yeah, I think right now it's really important for two reasons. One, somebody that you know and trust. I've seen a lot in our industry, people coming in and suddenly they're disinfecting professionals. And anybody can come in and start saying that, but make sure you know and trust and can do some research and have some backing on who they are, where did they come from, what exactly are they doing. I think that's really important, local here. And then secondly, local business in general right now, I feel like it's really important on our end to make sure we're using local, because all of these small businesses that we've learned to love and trust in our communities are really struggling right now. This is a hard time for everybody. So making sure that we maintain being able to support each other, I think, is a really big deal for our community in general.
Stephanie Henderson, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's great.
Facebook Live, Keep those comments coming. They will be answering everything that you want to be asking. Phone number and website are available on the screen, and we'll provide you with all of that information as well.